Hello, Global One. Today, we're going to learn about another South American civilization, the Aztec. Before we start, let's start with a Bellwork question. What years did the Maya civilization exist? If you guessed between 250 CE to 900 CE, you'd be correct. In today's lesson, we're going to look at small city-states that led to the rise of the Aztec. We're going to explain the role of religion in Aztec civilization and the importance of sacrifice. We're also going to identify key attributes of the Aztec civilization. So, what civilizations arose in the Valley of Mexico? The area is located 1 mile above sea level. That's pretty high up. In this area, there was plenty of soil and lakes. There was an early city-state known as Teotihuacan, which stands for City of the Gods. Eventually, the city-state had between 150 to 200,000 people. Here's a picture of Teotihuacan as you would see it today. It's a historical site that you can visit. On this picture, you could see very small people. So this pyramid is actually huge. So in this city-state, and eventually with the Aztec, it was an area of major trade. The most important item that they traded around this area was lava glass, also known as obsidian. Obsidian is a very sharp material, and it used to be used in eye surgery. Mostly eye surgery uses lasers now. But the point is, it's very sharp. So, the pyramid that I showed you was called the Pyramid of the Sun. It's 200 feet tall and 3,000 feet around the base of the pyramid. So, it's very large. In 750 CE, the city was mysteriously abandoned. We don't know why. Maybe they exhausted their farmland. The next city-state to pop up in this area were the Toltec people. They rose to power between 900 CE to 1200 CE. They were most famous for their god, Quetzalcoatl. Now, after the end of the Toltec people, that's when the Aztec people arrived. They arose in 1200 CE, and they gained power as the Toltec lost power. By the early 1500s, their empire had between 5 to 15 million people. Their empire was based on conquest and collecting tribute. So the main city of the Aztec was Tenochtitlan. Their city was also in the middle of a lake. It had a lot of causeways, which are paths that connect to the main city. The city itself contained between 200,000 to 400,000 people. It was a well-planned city with a huge religious complex. Here's a map of Tenochtitlan. You could see on the map the causeways, which are like roads or bridges, that connected the city in the middle of the lake to the surrounding land. Now, religion was an important part of the Aztec people. The Aztecs had many religious rituals, and a lot of them involved blood sacrifice. They required a steady supply of humans to sacrifice to their gods. You can see in this picture, they are taking the heart out of a person so that the blood would run down the stairs of the pyramid. This would hopefully produce good crops according to their religion. Now, what problems did the Aztec face? Montezuma II became emperor in 1502, and he began sacrificing a lot of people. The people started to rebel against the emperor because of how many people he was sacrificing. Now, unfortunately for Montezuma II, this was also around the time that the Spanish conquistadors arrived into the area. They brought destruction and disease, so Montezuma II was facing not only a rebellion of his own people, but all of these problems brought about by the Europeans.